Okie doke. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get right. Perfect. Hey, welcome into the stream, everyone. My name is Brent. Welcome to Unchallenged Gaming. Today we're going to be continuing our adventure on our level 46 hardcore druid. We are doing two challenges. We are doing the hardcore challenge, which we have one life. If we die, our spirit is lost to the twisting nether, and we're doing a second challenge. We're doing a self-imposed self-found mode. Essentially, I cannot trade with other players for any equipment. I am not able to, I haven't traded with anybody outside of selling my own stuff away for gold. And I can only equip items that I've either found from other mobs, that I've crafted myself, or that I've got from quests. So we have the Nightscape headband, the forest pendant that I picked up in a Dustwallow Marsh. I am wearing the Nightscape shoulders, Nightscape cloak, Nightscape tunic, the Hawk's Eye bracers. I bought the big stick over in Gadget Sand, Booty Bay. Sorry, Booty Bay. Yeah, Booty Bay. We got the Grifter's gauntlets, the Grifter's belt, the Nightscape pants. I did go ahead and update from the Grifter's pants. Grifter's pants are right here. They offer the 11 strength, 7 agility, 7 stamina. I did have more attack power with my Grifter's pants, but I had lost crit. And right now I want quite a bit of crit. I want to be able to crit those shreds on the open. I'm just trying to stack as much crit as I can. So I'm at 16.2. I have the Grifter's boots, the basalt ring. I picked this up in Thousand Needles around level 30 to 40. We picked up the jet loop of the bear here in Ferales by taking out some wolves and bears. And then I had the deck master's combination, which we got in the barons back at level like in our 20 around there. You know, it may have been like between 18 20. And we just picked up the shard of Beth Amara in the last episode. This is a really easy quest that you're able to get right around 40 to 45. You take out an elite caster, which you can really easily pillar. You go around the pillar and just kind of prevent her cast, line of sight her cast. You take her out, and boom, you get 7 stamina, 20 attack power. This thing's gonna last us all the way to level 60. Okay, so that is our gear. Let's go ahead and cover talents. In terms of talents, we leveled from 1 to 30 as Feral. Essentially kind of following along. We went Ferocity, Brutal Impact, Thick Hide, Feral Swiftness. Then we picked up Sharpened Claws. We went down into Predatory Strikes after that. And then I believe we went in after level 30. They failed at Lunaclaw. After level 30, we went ahead and respect. We went and got 11 points into Balance, Nature's Grass, 2 points into Sylvan's Blessing, 2 points into Improved Nature's Grass. Then we went up, got Nature's Weapons. This is 10% damage across the board, all of our forms, an excellent talent. Then we went into Nature's Shapeshifter, reducing the amount it costs to shift between forms. And then we went and got Omen of Clarity. This is like the bread and butter of speed. This allows you to get a clear casting effect that makes your spells, your heals, your damage, your combat offensive and feral and bear and tanking. Like it's so nice to have. And then we went over into feral. This time I picked up Ferocity once again. I continue to go with Brutal Impact, as the 1 second difference when you're pouncing makes a huge impact and allows you to do 2 shreds on the target with improved shred when you get an Omen of Clarity proc. I went with Open Wounds, as every time that I get a bleed effect on a target, it increases the damage on that target by 30%. So a pounce is considered a bleed effect, and then I can then rip them immediately afterwards and do 60% more damage with my claw effect. And then after that, I went and got Sharpened Claws, Primal Fury. I did pick up Feral Swiftness. I like having Feral Swiftness. There's not a lot of other options up here for me. I then went down and I got Improved Shred, reducing my shreds to 48 energy cost. Then I went Predatory Strikes, 2 points into Blood Frenzy. I just put a point into Berserk, And now, right now, we're working on Heart of the Wild. Once I get this maxed out, we'll put a point into Leader of the Pack. Then I'll move over into the, what's this, Resto tree. I'll put 5 points into Furrer. And that will essentially kind of fill out my offensive spec. You know, at level 59, 60, I'll probably get Feral Charge, but it's not like a need thing, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so yeah, that's our gear and our talents, and there's not much else there to go over. We have a lot of thick leather, and I need to... I was looking at a leatherworking guide. So WoWClassic leatherworking guide. We're at, our leatherworking is at 267. So at 267, I need to get the Wicked Leather Gauntlets. So Pattern Wick Leather Gauntlets is sold by Leonard Porter in Westrig Plaguelands. So I'm not heading to Westrig. Oh, it is. Let's go ahead and do Pattern Wicked. And this is actually located in a safe place of Western Plaguelands. Yeah, right down here in Chillwind Camp. And I can actually reach it really quickly just by heading the South Shore. So that's actually a pattern that I can pick up. And then all the other Wick items are from mobs that I have to kill in Felwood. You know, there's one in Stratham, Ashera, Skolomance, Darkshore, right? But these ones are the next upgrade to the... they're going to be like the next upgrade to the Nightscape that I'm wearing. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look. Go ahead and move some of the stuff around. It's been up there the whole time. I've never really messed with and be able to hold it and battle group finder. We're eventually going to use that. Not right now. Atlas, that's a pretty useful one. I use Atlas loot quite often. To move that, I gotta right click to move this button. Okay. That right there. Simple action sets. I'm not gonna bother with that right now. Atlas. What's the... Oh, that's just Atlas guide. We have quite a few guys following us, huh? Fine. We have our group finder that doesn't work until we're level 60. Okay. We've arrived here. Let's go ahead and add a combat. You. Go away. You should stop. There it goes. Let's go. What the? It's a stag wing. Okay. Our very first kill of the night right here. Kill number 1. I thought he gave us something good. Okay, let's go ahead and flip out. Let's go ahead and rebuff. And let's do this. We are going to hit level 48 tonight. That's our goal. We have about 2 hours of time. Let's see, 1:30. 2:30, 11:30, 12:30. Yeah, about 2 hours of game time. That should be plenty of time for us to hit level 48. And then we're going to be doing our normal streaming time tomorrow. Oops, sorry. We're going to be doing normal streaming time tomorrow. Because I might be a little bit late. I'm going to be going to my kids' assembly in the morning, and they're supposed to be doing some reward ceremony and kind of Christmas. Whoops, daisy. They're going to be doing a Christmas event, so the kids are going to be singing, in the school event, so I'm going to be participating. I'm just kind of watching them do that, right? So that is going to be my morning right there. And then I'll head back to the house, make some food or something. Got too close. Gonna get away. Ah, he's not far enough away to really a difference there. You can see here that Pounce provides a bleed effect, and so does Rip. So essentially my claw is doing 60% more damage. I could do an additional rake if I wanted to go up for that night damage. But on these guys, I'm not too worried about it. The additional damage from 2 bleeds is enough to kind of make my claw do quite a bit of damage there. So we should level up in less than 10 minutes here. Just by going around here, we should hit level 10 within the next 10 minutes or so. If you don't believe me, watch this. Go /show, put the timer on, watch this. We're gonna hit level 47 in 10 minutes or less. Bam, awesome crits right there. Yeah, bam, shred crit for 599. That's my new all-time high on shreds. Come on. We left a few guys down here dead, alive. We're gonna go back. We could also do this. Oh, wow. I missed. And we're just gonna back up away. And it still hit me with the cloud. On these guys, we don't have to open up with Pounce. If we want to, we can just do a Rake and Rip. And then we'll still get 2 bleed effects in here, and then we can just do claws instead. I'm kind of back and forth, like, what do I like? I like the Rake, Rip, Claw. This is obviously faster, right? It's faster to engage, faster to pull. I don't mind doing this type on these, on the casters. These Sky Stormers are the casters here. Whoops, missed it. Missed the Rip there. But I think I'm going to continue to still use the Pounce Red. I can get this egg over here real quick while we're here. This is probably one of the only items in the game that you can actually loot while in form. You know, if you're doing herbalism, I think you don't have to shift out to loot. But if you're getting crates or something out in the open world, you basically have to. Oh, wait. It unshifted me. I didn't pay attention to that. Never mind. Yeah. Normally it unshifts you. And Glitch Moth. Hey, welcome into the stream, Glitch Moth. Welcome in, welcome in. If you guys have any questions for me, definitely drop it into the chat. Right now, we are playing some hardcore World of Warcraft over on Turtle WoW. If you guys are familiar with that, it is a Classic Plus server. It's a continuation of Classic, which I find awesome. You know, Classic was great in itself, and it's what got me back to playing WoW back when Classic WoW released. But I just felt like I wanted something more. So after leveling a hunter and a paladin to 60 and realizing that I miss Classic WoW, but I never remembered just how much of Classic WoW was really missing. And then I started looking up Classic Plus. And that's when I ran across Turtle WoW back in 2021, 2022 timeframe. And I've been playing here ever since. Last 3+ years, nothing but Turtle WoW. And it's been great. Ever since like I came on and started playing Turtle WoW right before the I almost did a pull on him. This one I do want to use my prow. Yeah, I came on Turtle WoW right before the original class 1 changes. You know, where the paladins got their first style of the taunt, which was a judgment taunt. It was a terrible, terrible style. I'm really happy that they changed it now, and it has Hand of Reckoning. Everyone that is completely new to Turtle WoW today, they'll never understand the struggles of paladins having to choose between whether they want to judge a righteousness or judge of seal of justice in order to taunt the target. It was bad. Like, man, why can't the paladin hold threat? Because he's not wanting to judge the target. Just in case he's gonna have to taunt that target later, he can't have it on cooldown. I think I've found these before. I'm pretty sure I've found those bracers before. Ah, dang. I was really hoping I'd get a proc right there. Really hoping I'd get a proc right there. Go ahead and pull this guy. We'll just pull him with Fairy Fire. But yeah, Glitch, if you guys have any comments, questions for me, definitely drop it into the chat there. Just chilling. We're trying to hit level 47 in the next 10 minutes. You guys can see we're less than half a bubble away now. So we are going to hit it probably the next, it says 5 guys. The next 5 guys are going to get us to level 47. And it's pretty accurate. I think we're good. Oh. Well, let's swap to this thing. Yeah. The stag's going to be annoying. Oh, that was a pretty fast cast. I know, I know. Go ahead and do a quick regrowth and then we'll swap back in. These guys do not hit hard. You can see here that I'm losing 65 to 70 life when they're hitting me. So these Sky Swarmers are not a threat whatsoever at all. It's the stupid stag guys that hurt. Those guys are the ones that hurt. And Rayo Gaming, hey, welcome into the stream. Welcome in, welcome in. Erupted Soul Shards. Come on, one more hit, one more hit. Yes. And boom, look at that. We hit it at 7 minutes and 40 seconds. Dark Moon. This was the optimal damage right here. 3 blue. Okay, let's go ahead and reset the timer. Let's see how many See how long it takes us to hit level 48. And that's right, we did get a new talent point right here in Heart of the Wild. Dark Moon Ring is level 50, okay. I need to get 2 of those. Those things are very, very nice. They're only 5 gold a piece. I just finished rewatching season 1 of, what's it called? Borderlands. Is it Borderlands? No, it's not Borderlands. What's it called? Is it called Borderlands? No. Something else. I don't want to pull up my phone just to find out. But you know, like the TV show with the guy that has his thumb up like that and it's a nuclear, like... Oh, man. Is it Borderlands? I don't think it's Borderlands. I'll think of it. Tribal leatherworking. Wild leather vest. Probably heal after this guy, or maybe after the Patriarch. It didn't really hurt us enough to like be worth. But we got 8 seconds on this. Let's go ahead and do this. 2, 1, up. Up, 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 up. Oh yeah, look at all that. And I could go ahead and do a rake. Not worth it. I'm gonna go ahead and Ferocious Bite. Dude, Ferocious Bite's so weak. 154. I was better off just biting him, honestly. I was better off just biting him. Nice, proxy. I love Omen of Clarity right there. Huge procs. Damage. One more tick. Proxy. You can get all those Omen procs right there. That was a fast cast. I feel like it was pretty fast anyway. Buried. Dead. And oh, what a Thursday night stream again. Hey, what's up, Sandingo? Welcome into the stream. I'm not sure what time I'll be back in the morning tomorrow. And I'm going to be going to my kids' school assembly tomorrow in the morning. Because they're going to be doing some Christmas songs and doing some awards for the month of December. So me and the wife are going to be going in the morning to that. And I think it probably ends around 9. So I'm going to be going to the school at like 8. And then coming back home around 9. And then streaming probably around 9:30, 9:45. Same time again.
Sup Unchi.
Well, welcome into the stream, Win. How are you doing? Welcome in. I see that you're online. I see you're level 28, so you're rocking out those levels. Win, you're gonna catch up with me. But yeah, we just hit level 47. We're going for 48. We've got 5 minutes in so far into this level, and we're now a bubble into this. So if it takes 20 bubbles to level, every bubble is 5 minutes. 20 times 5. Whoops, shoot, you saw me. That'd be 100 minutes. But it's gonna take me roughly an hour and a half to get to 48, but I think we can do it. And my brother is as... Let me see. My chatbot's not working. Okay, it says, Sandingo says, my brother, as you get bigger in popularity, try not to give out specific details like that. A lot of crazies out there. Oh yeah, but it's not going to be like you can track. Yeah, obviously, yeah, they're gonna be, don't give out specific locations, but
glory to the
it's not where people are going to be able to find out specific schools or all that stuff. But yeah,
hey, you eat Murloc again.
Yeah, I ate something. I got a reward. So I ate this bread that turned me into this ninja. I like the ninja costume. I prefer the ninja over the pirate. But gonna be a little bit late tomorrow, yeah. As the stock market's falling tomorrow, I'm gonna be like watching it on my phone. No, kidding. No. But I'm considering swapping to make my normal schedule nights for the next 2 weeks or so, as the kiddos will be in winter break and we want to get out of the house and like do things. And if I'm streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we can't really, you know, go out into the, like I wanted to go, this Saturday we're going to go bike riding, but during the winter break that starts next week, I want to try and get out of the house and do some things. Whoops. And Trump just signed some weird thing. It's going to be crazy stock day tomorrow. I don't know if that's going to make much effect. It's also giving 1776 to the military. Oh, like a bonus to those that are enlisted? Like in like a re-enlistment or like a yearly bonus to their income. That's good. If he is giving out like a yearly bonus, that's pretty good. I don't think I ever got like a yearly Christmas bonus in the military. But I think living overseas helped out a lot anyways. Because when I lived overseas, I got a cost of living allowance. So every month, due to the location that I lived at, I just got an extra amount. A bribe. Yeah, you can't really bribe the service members. Like, the president is a president, like he's our chief of staff? God, what was it called? It wasn't chief of staff, it was... I mean, the president, we called it... He had his own... My goodness, I can't think of the name now, like what we called him. Chief of something. Hold on. Chief of... Presidential military commander-in-chief. Okay, the president of the United States is known as a commander-in-chief. So when you got asked who's our current commander-in-chief, you would have to answer with the president's name. But when I was in the military, it was Obama, and then I think Obama may have been president the whole time I was active. I'd have to go look that up. Oh, okay. So George Bush and then Obama became president afterward. Okay. So George Bush was president when I went in, and then Obama became president afterward. As I remember, there was a presidential election while we were in office. Like when I was enlisted, there was a presidential election taking place, and that was a big thing. But most military people don't care. Like, you just follow the rules. The president doesn't have much in to do anything with you, because the presidential's power is only so long, right? Taking lobster for military before sending them off to Venezuela. Yeah, pretty much, right? Pretty much. If you get steak and lobster, you know you're about to get deployed. He's like, oh man, we got steak and lobster. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Got a rebuff here. Yeah, presidential power and policies don't have much power over service members long term. The only thing that we look forward to is George W. Bush, while active, he was I think he was, hold on, I have to go look. But I'm pretty sure. Yeah, George W. Bush was a Republican. So the main thing that we saw was that if a president is if we get a president who's a red president, then the military is going to get boosts. They're going to get a lot of spending for the military. So you're going to see a lot of income. You're going to have a better raise at the end of the year. Versus if you have a blue president, then you're going to have less likely to get a more positive raise in bonuses. That's the only thing that we really thought about. And people are like talking about like, who's going to become president? If X gets elected, then we're not going to get these big hefty bonuses, and we're going to not get our, as much boost in our income next year going forward. And that's pretty much it. Like, just know who is your who's your chief and commander, and depending on who's in the place, you're gonna either get a bonus for the next year or you're not. You're gonna get a decent pay raise or you're not. That's essentially all it was. The people in power are not the right. President is in power for 4 to 8 years, and then their policies get overlapped by new presidents coming into power. It's the kind of like the Senate. Those guys are in power for the longest time. They have the most opportunity to make change for the long term, and that's where all the money's at. Those guys make bank. They have the long-term power. As cool as it would be to be a president, it's still just a lot of stress, and people blame you for everything, regardless if it's your fault or not. And the policies that you have in place, they're going to be changed regardless in the next few years, as it's only a short term. Come on. Well, welcome into the stream, guys. Appreciate you all popping in, saying hello. Uh-oh, we're gonna dive out of here. I try to limit my food today. I had a pretty good breakfast. For breakfast, I had an omelet. I make omelets myself. I take 2 eggs, 2 to 3 eggs, and I crack them, and then I blend them inside of a little cup. I blend them into like very mixed form where you can barely tell that there's any egg yolk. Like it's so blended. And then I put it on the skillet with some olive oil, and then I let that cook. While that's cooking, I go ahead and chop up a slice of cheddar cheese with a slice of turkey. And then while that is, check the egg, make sure it's not sticking. Then I chop up a little bit of onion, tomato, and spinach. Oh, I got something. Oh, I get this all the time. Yeah, after that, I go ahead and spread my turkey and cheese on there, wait for that to kind of melt down. Then I put my spinach, I put my tomatoes and my onions, and then I let it kind of sizzle a bit, and then I go ahead and fold it in half, let that cheese melt from both sides, and then boom, I have this delicious omelet, and then I made a bagel on the side, and that was my breakfast. And then for lunch, I just had I prepped all my lunch for the week. I always make drumsticks. So I had my drumsticks today for my lunch. And then we had leftover enchilada from last night. But I only had one enchilada tonight for dinner, and we ate super early. I think my son and I went for our walk around 5. Yeah, I'm at 4.09 miles so far today. Because we walked back to school and back, and then we did our normal walk, and we did some extra walking in between the day. I'm a little over 4 miles today. Let's see, we're at 70 minutes now, and we're 2 bubbles in. We're making good progress. It's taken us less than 10 minutes per 2 bubbles. So oh wait, no. We're only a bubble and a half. Oh, we're 3 bubbles in. Well, our leveling speed did slow down just a bit now. But it's still good. Our leveling speed isn't like terrible. Come on. Oh man. 57, he has the Inkto shoulders from Mara. Got those in Mara. Not bad. Six in agility, 10 stamina. And I just checked the military subreddit. We'll kill this guy and then we'll heal. The military guys there have caught on. Oh, their increase in pay being like a thing. What's the next weapon you get off the world? Action. $35.6. Oh, my inventory's full. I have to go to the Dark Moon Ferry before it travels. Let's see here. Okay, so it looks like the 1776 check that they're getting was already approved by Congress as a housing subsidy, but now Trump is saying it's a bonus from him. Ah. Not everybody gets a bonus subsidy. Yeah, not everyone gets a housing subsidy. You only get housing subsidies if you live off base. So if everyone is getting 1776, then it wouldn't be going to all soldiers, because all the soldiers that live in the barracks, like on base, do not get any sort of housing subsidy. The only people that get any sort of housing subsidy are those that live off base. So I don't know if that's true or not. Now, if only some people get that 1776, I would say, yeah, okay, that sounds true. But if everybody's getting it, those that live on base, those that live off base, regardless. I lived on base for 10 years. I never got any sort of housing bonus. Can I get that as a paladin? I get what? Did I think something? Oh. And Lamo, can't fools. But now they're getting taxed for it. It's better off of them getting housed and subsidy. You don't get taxed in the military. None of my paychecks were ever taxed. If all your income is straight military, you don't get taxed on it. It's not like you fall into the brackets, the same brackets as you did while you get exempt. Depending on where you're at anyways. Yeah, you do get taxed, but depending, like if you're overseas, you're gonna have different tax laws. And military doesn't get paid like a whole crap ton anyways, so you're not gonna get like, not gonna make a huge difference. There's a bad guy here missing, unless I killed it earlier. Lag. Oh, I didn't get knocked down this time. Oh wow, that was the first time I fought him. And is the Lion supposed to have a rep weapon? They got the Harry John. So the whole check goes to you, isn't there tax stuff? It depends, like if you're overseas and like you're in a combat zone, that's why a lot of people, they like, if you re-enlist while overseas, like in a combat zone, it's completely tax exempt. So there's different rules for service members when it comes to taxes. I don't remember paying much taxes when I was in the military. I usually got a refund. I got a refund and I did my taxes on base. It was all completely for free. So it was, I don't know. Now that I got out of the military, I always prefer to pay. I had always set my W4, I think, to higher than expected, so that if you know, I would pay less during the year in taxes to my paycheck. But then at the end of the year, I might have to owe a little bit. Because I'd rather have to pay at the end versus get that refund. Because the only reason you're doing taxes if you're getting a refund is to get that refund. If you don't do your refund correctly, you're giving the money and you're letting the military just kind of, like the government, keep your money, borrowing it from you at a 0% interest rate, and they're not paying you any interest, you're not collecting any money. You got to fill out your taxes correctly for you to get that refund back. So for me, it was always more important for me to just file low on my, or file high on my claims or my W-2, so that I would pay the minimum amount of taxes per month out of my paycheck, and that I would do my taxes at the end of the year. I might have to pay like a couple $100, and that was always my preference. Yeah, I always kind of laugh and chuckle at the guys that are like, dude, I got $4,000 back in my refund this year. Yeah, that was $4,000 that you should have been paid extra throughout the year, but you filled out your form wrong, and instead of you getting paid out your normal amount that you should be paid out, they taxed you way too much, and now they owe you back your money. So people still like doing that because it kind of saves them from spending it. That's like the poor man's savings account. And then when they get their refund back at the end of the year, they go and lease a car, and they lease that car for 6 months. And right around September, October time frame, you start seeing all those memes of the people getting their cars repoed. Those are the guys that went out and leased a car, rented a car with their refund. Trump actually calls the check a dividend. What does that mean? A dividend is you know how dividends are in the stock market, right? It's a portion of the income the business generates paid out to the shareholders, but in this case so it's probably a portion of some type of income that's being generated from, maybe tariffs or some other policies that are getting paid out to the shareholders, to the soldiers. And dividends are usually taxed a lot differently. So if it is a dividend, is that gonna pull with me? Oh, that one. I want this one to trigger. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, this one's a 47. He's a patriarch. So I don't mind him, but I just want to kill this one first. We'll finish you off. There we go. A dividend, if it is taxed similar to other dividends, it could be taxed differently if it's treated as a normal dividend. Like with my dividends that I receive, my dividends are taxed at a 60-40% rate, and then those 60% of the dividends that I collect are taxed at a long form dividend rate. So if you've held any company for longer than a year and you're collecting it's a specific type of dividend, a qualified dividend, then it's taxed as long form capital gains, and that could be taxed at 0%. So, you know how Warren Buffett, he pays like 0% in tax, even though he makes billions of dollars off dividends? That's because those dividends that he collects are long-term capital gains, and they get taxed at 0%. If they're short-term capital gains, most dividends get taxed at like a 15% tax bracket. What is it? What this is, or what are we going to become? What is this, or what are we going to become? I don't know that question. I don't know that question. Yuji, I'm tired of paying tax to the military. Let me just take over another oil-rich nation. Yuji, I'm tired paying tax to the military. Let's just go take over another rich oil nation. Right? Yeah, we fund a lot of crazy stuff in the military. That's the unfortunate thing, that in government there's always excess spending. And it's really bad. It's really, really bad. Like, having been in the military, I understand just how bad it is. Because at the very end of the year, we had a budget to hit, right? Our department had a budget of, just for example, we had $1,000 department budget. We had to, at the end of the year, we're like, you know what? We haven't spent $400 of our budget this year. If we don't spend $400 of our budget, and we show that we actually needed our budget, they're gonna cut our budget next year. And we don't want them to cut our budget, right? We want them to show on the books that yes, we spent our $1,000. It was used as expenses. It went towards stuff that we needed. So you know what we did? I'm not saying we did it. I'm just saying, as an example, say that department might go out and purchase some additional pieces of equipment that they wouldn't otherwise really need, but they need to drive the expenses up to hit that budget of $1,000, so that the next year, when they go before the board and they say, hey, look, last year we spent $1,000 of our $1,000 budget. We actually went over our budget a bit. So this year coming up, you know, fiscal year 2026, we're gonna need more money. So how about you give us a $1,500 limit on our budget? So they're like, well, you only spent about $1,200 this past year with inflation 2%. You know what? We'll give you a $1,300 budget. So then the following year, here comes tax time. Here comes the end of the year again. And they're like, oh shoot, we only spent $900 again. We got to go out and buy $400 worth of stuff. And it just repeats and repeats and repeats. And the military, the government itself doesn't budget well, right? That's why there's so much spending being spent in random junk all around the world. Yeah, the budget goes up, yeah, but the cost, how many deaths because you got sent to war. Now you're taking a dump on hot porta potty. Oh, dude, that's the worst. It's not even like the porta potties, it's the hole in the walls. You're lucky if you have a porta potty. Most people just have a little hole in the wall. You gotta crouch down, put your head against something, or lean on something, and grip onto a tree, lean back, and go. Uh-oh. Without my left hand, I'm not able to claw. I can change that though. I can do everything with one hand. Let's go ahead and choose one. That's clawing by. Oh, I don't have anything there. That's just feral. Claw. See, now I can do everything with one hand here. So, playing with one hand. Let's see if I can do this. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Oh. The one-handed attack right here. Now we roll forward. And we got him. I have to click the stealth now. Bum bum. Bum bum. Click. Yeah, I don't like this. I mean, it works. It's not optimal. I like using my hand. But yeah, we kill two mobs with only one hand. Okay, I like the move. Without my keyboard, I can't do my AE or my QE, my strafing. That's how they brainwash you. Risk dying to get you bigger budget. Yeah, but I don't know. It's a terrible. It's war. That's just like not how society is. That's how it always has been, right? There's always been a group of warriors for a specific tribe. You know, in the old days, guess who went and fought wars? It was the men that defended the wars. If there was a competing tribe nearby, guess what? They would clash. unless they had some kind of agreement, which is kind of what we have we have agreements with other countries. We're not going to war and fighting like people nearby all the time, but we're having tribal disagreements, and guess what happens, right? The same thing happened in the prehistoric days, same thing's gonna happen in the future. If we all get wiped out and there's hundreds of survivors, maybe 1,000 couple survivors, guess what? Survivors are gonna do the same thing. They're gonna go to war over resources. Because that's what it is. That's humanity. Humanity itself is a war-driven society. There's always going to be people out there that are going to be jealous of what you have, jealous of who you are, jealous of blah, 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 and it's going to create that feeling in you that you want what they have. And that's going to cause that friction, that disagreement. It's an unbeatable game when it comes to humanity. It's an unbeatable game. You just have to not be a pawn. Understand the rules and understand that there's nothing you can make. Like, you can't change anything itself. You can't influence stuff outside of your personal bubble, but you can use what you know to influence things within your bubble to make your life somewhat comfortable. Because in the right, the big, like we all live inside of our own snow globe, and inside of your own snow globe, you can change things for, like, within your circle, but you can't really influence things outside of your circle. Regardless of who you are, you might be able to influence some things, but the world is so big that your influence is going to be tiny. Even the strongest people in the world, it takes time to influence and plan and implement an action. Everyone is restricted by the same rule, which is time. And we all end in the same way with time. Time is the winner. I don't think you're a pawn. I think people who understand the market, understand the world, they do it all better than they're trying to look out from the inside. Yeah, I'm not like saying that I'm a pawn. I understand the system. I'm taking advantage of it. That's what people have to do. If you understand that there's a system in place, all you can do is just play the game better than somebody else out there and be better at the game. That's all you can do. That's, you know, that's what World of Warcraft is all about too. You know that you're in the game, and you know that there's rules. Know the rules of the game. Like, a lot of people don't understand the rules of life. If you understand the rules of life, a lot of people would change the way that they look at it. But most people are just very complacent. They like the idea of complacency. It's just a nice feeling to just do things, simple things, and not overcomplicate it, because they don't like complications in their life. Why would anybody like to overcomplicate their life? I mean, looking inside from the outside, looking into the snow globe, yeah. I like the snow globe analogy. I've told that to people before. I was like, oh man, really, again? I'm gonna kill this guy, and then I'm gonna move away. Okay, he's casting. I'm gonna go ahead and move over here. Quick heal. Boop. You can change your neighbor's snow globe. Like, people have influence, but it's influence within a small globe to a snow globe, right? That's why the people that you're hanging out with are a big influence on who you are and who they are. At least you didn't die. Exactly. I picked up this new app that had a bunch of books that were recommended to me to read. So I have this app called Deep Stash, and it listed a bunch of books that I should be checking out. Oh, wait. And maybe it wasn't that one. I think I tried that one. There's another one on my phone. That one's a costly one. I didn't want to pay. I don't like paying for apps. I don't like paying for services that I'm going to use occasionally when I could just go get the book on my Kindle store and upload it to my own Kindle. I have Calibre on my desktop, and I could just go get a book online, like an ebook, load it onto my Kindle for free using Calibre, and not have to worry about that. So if I go to the library and I see a really good book that I like, or Barnes and Nobles, I can usually find an ebook online of it. Dude, I'm thinking Think or Grow Rich right now. Oh yeah, we were talking about that the other day. Yeah, it's a solid book. Yeah, Think and Grow Rich, The Wealthiest Man in Babylon, Rich Dad Poor Dad. How many others? I think I have some books next to me actually. Fun. I haven't read all the books here. Hold on, let me see. Okay, book one, have Launch Your Retirement. It talks about income planning, investment planning, tax planning, outsmarting Uncle Sam, healthcare planning, and legacy planning. Plan your legacy. What do you want to leave behind? How much do you want to leave behind? Talks about different things. We have Investing 101. This is an old book. These are just old books I had here on my book. And then I have the Infographic Entrepreneur. This is actually really good for my son. I bought this a long time ago, but it talks about all sorts of different stuff, right? Very visual, a very visual book, but this is a really good one for like my son. It goes through the whole, entrepreneurship. Have you read A Walk Down Real Estate? No, I haven't read that one. I haven't read that one. Walk Down Real Estate. I'm gonna write it down. I know my notepad up. What's... I look what it's about, but like important life lessons are always fun to read. I've kind of learned a lot already about like money, finances, taxes, and stuff to take, to help me. But things that I'd like to be more, probably dive deeper into is like psychology, people, social systems. Intelligent Investor, yeah, by Benjamin Graham. I've read that one before. Yeah, The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. Yeah, I read a few other of Robert Kiyosaki's books. Wait, is Robert the one who did the Think and Grow Rich? Napoleon Hill. I might have Think and Grow Rich. I have a bunch of books on my library in the living room. Not a fan of Robert Kiyosaki. Yeah, he's gone kind of off the board. I'm not a big fan of him lately. I like his book though. I read Rich Dad Poor Dad in high school. In high school, I remember I took econ class and I had marketing class. And in our economy class, we learned about the stock market. We had like Each student was given $10,000 in a list of around like 20 to 30 publicly traded companies. I remember McDonald's being on there and a few others. And every Monday, like when we got given a sheet and we started with $10,000, we had to write down. Um, you could buy, any number of stocks, like 1 to 10 stocks. Here everybody in class just went down the list, and your homework assignment was to go home and like do some research on the companies and pick a few companies and then add them to your list. And then every Monday we would go through and like tally the difference on your shares, and nobody was allowed to sell them. So whatever you chose the first week, we all talked about our assignment. We all turned in our papers with the companies that we chose and why. And then we did like a meetup in the classic every once in a while. We talked about the progression of the companies that we chose, what was going on with them, why they went up or down, and then our total return and stuff like that. And that was a fun experiment. And then my marketing class, I enjoyed marketing. I think I did a couple years of marketing, and I enjoyed marketing because they had this program. You influence people to buy. Like, people don't always have to buy your product or need your product. You have to create that why, and the pricing makes a point. Like if you label it like a certain price. Like, you don't ever label something as $15. You always label it as $14.99, because in the eyes of the viewer, instead of $15, that's only $14 to them. Like, in their head, they're seeing that 14. So it's not that bad. If it's $9.99, that's not $10. Like, that's not in that $10 to $20 range. It's in that $9.99. Like, it's $9, right? $19.99 sounds a lot better than $20. So that was a psychology thing. So we learned about pricing things when you're talking about a specific product. You don't talk about the product yourself. You talk about what the product can do for the person. Like, if you're trying to sell if you're trying to sell a drink, you talk about the effects of the drink, like the thirst. Like, you kind of mention it nonchalant, like, man, I'm kind of feeling thirsty. Oh, it's really good. Or maybe are you feeling okay? You seem kind of parched. Would you like a drink? We're selling a drink right here. So then it makes them, they question their head, like they're kind of questioning inside their head. You know what? I am a little bit thirsty. A drink does sound really good. Those are some little things I remember doing. Oh, yeah, little beacon. And then I remember I joined part of their club, this like Deca club. It was like I forgot what it stood for, but we went to different places and traveled, and we learned more about business and marketing of products and stuff. That was a good elective. I always enjoyed business, econ, and technology. Did you win? No, I didn't win at the time. I don't remember who won. Yeah, I don't remember who won. I don't even remember what companies I bought. Yeah, this was back in 2003, 2004. I don't remember. That was 20 years ago, right? 2000, 2004. Yeah, almost 20 years ago, 20 plus years ago. Which is insane to think about. Yeah, I don't remember who I won. Who won? Oh, my inventory's full again. Do I have any room in my bank that I could just kind of toss stuff into? Those are pretty nice gloves. My inventory is full. Let me see if I have anything in the bank. Okay, I'm gonna have to spend some money. We're gonna go ahead and spend 10 gold. I have some more slots here. Oops. Go ahead and throw some of this thick leather in the bank. Up, up, up. Well, now it's empty. My next bank slot is 25 gold. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy that. Eventually, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of all this stuff. It's just don't need these potions. Honestly, I kind of keep free. They're not that great. Which one of these is like useless? Or useless? I think the algamine is probably useless. I could probably toss this out. 10 spirit, 10 intellect. I'll go this. Vendor this. Vendor this. I'll probably never use this again. I'll probably never use the Drifter boots or the that. I'll probably never never sell that. Like I just probably won't. I'm trying to get rid of stuff that's in my inventory that I'm just never going to. Okay. The card, I got 14 in the bank. Okay, I'll keep. I have to visit the Dark Moon Ferry eventually. Okay. That kind of slowed us down. We're halfway to level 48, and we're 52 minutes into this level. I thought I would go a lot faster on this leveling spree. To get the 48, I thought it'd be faster, but it's not. It's not faster. I mean, I'm still going at a speed. It used to take me days to get levels. Days. Yeah, I don't remember what companies I bought. I think Microsoft, Apple, they were all on the list, but they were like terribly priced, right? You didn't believe in these companies back then. Like, who the heck would invest in the Apple back prior to 2010? Like, it was terrible. Now it's a multi-trillion-dollar company. How times have changed. I'm really still surprised that people aren't more invested into like Meta and things like that. With the way that we see, Amazon hasn't done good this year. Amazon's only up like 2% year to date. But I'm really surprised that it's that unfavored. Because honestly, like Amazon is huge on the data centers end. They're huge on the data centers. They're huge on that part of their business. And who would have thought, right? Amazon used to be like this online book and CD selling thing, and now they sell everything. You know that movie Idiocracy? Where that one business at the end of the world is running everything. I forgot. It wasn't Costco-ish. It was something else. I always think it was kind of like a Costco-like store. But it may have been like an Amazon store. Come on. Hit him. Ferocious bite him. Nice. That was my biggest today, I believe. I never watched it, but I always hear about it. It's on YouTube for free. If you ever get some time, you want to check out a pretty good movie. It's pretty good. It's like the future, right? And I think it's kind of in line potentially. It's Idiocracy. It's on YouTube for free. It's worth a watch. It's one of those dumb movies that makes you like, man, that That could never happen. And you look at you look at when it was released, and then you look at today, and you're like, dang, it might actually come to fruition. It might actually happen. Amazon 150 dogs, dude. I love going, not Amazon, but Costco. Costco's $1.50 hot dogs. I don't think Amazon has any hot dogs for $1.50, do they? I know for a fact that Costco does, though. But they got rid of all their Polish dogs. I used to love getting a Polish dog with onions, relish, mustard, ketchup on there. It was delicious. I wouldn't even care for the cup of, you know, the cup that they give you on the side. Get a drink. I just get the Polish dog. But you're making me hungry. I am hungry right now. I would go to the kitchen and probably eat a string cheese, but I already brushed my teeth. So all I have to do after I get off stream is head upstairs and lay down in my bed and go to sleep. I am drinking tea, but I don't have any honey in my tea tonight. I'm just drinking echinacea tea. Oh, oh, he got me. No, they catch me. And, gonna floss right now. Yeah, I already flossed, brushed my teeth. I got ready for bed after I floss at my desk. I do that too sometimes. I do it everywhere. I have floss in my car. I got floss on my computer desk. I got floss upstairs. I got 2 different types of floss. Everyone always prefers the floss. What the heck? This guy died in Thunderbluff, the drowning. How do you drown in Thunderbluff? Bro, self-exit. Come on. Okay, got it. You're using real floss right now, or the floss picks? I use the floss picks. I don't know. I have a little bag of them somewhere here. I don't know where they went. Oh, here it is. These little ones. The floss. I was flossing my teeth earlier. Now, I like the toothpicks. I get the toothpicky ones, and I get the little, like, stick ones that goes between your teeth. I'm not a big fan of, like, the little... it's not like tweet. Is that the boss? No. It's like, you know, it goes between your teeth. It feels weird. I feel like it doesn't get the same... It doesn't get the same cleaning as the floss. But they both have their uses. So you go through one with one, and you go through the one with the other one, and you're like, what the heck? I already flossed my teeth, but I missed stuff, and then the other one will get it. So I do both. Your teeth are your... I try and tell my son. My son is 10, my daughter is 6, and they're still learning the importance of brushing their teeth. And your teeth are the only skeletal piece of your body that you'll ever really touch on purpose, right? Your skeleton system, a lot of people are like, man, you can't touch your skeleton. Yeah, if you touch your teeth, you're touching your skeleton piece. And your teeth are all really important to your health. Better than nothing, but traditional floss is way better. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Just such a hassle. These are just on the go. I have them in my car. I have them everywhere, and they're just nice to use. Traditional floss, yeah, you can just kind of move it around and probably get to better areas, but let's see, you get the new strip in between every tooth. You're not taking germ plaque from the tooth. Oh, I see what you mean. Regular floss is better because you're able to kind of move throughout the floss itself. Yeah, I guess that's true. I had that Syndicate, that toothpaste that you had mentioned a long time ago, like Syndicate or something like that. Something with the S. We actually had some because I told my wife about it, and then she's like, "I have that." So she gave me like a little tube of it that I had used for a while, and I noticed that it helped some of my teeth out, and also it's the action. Oops, I did not mean to unshift. So you need pressure in both hands. The dentist wants you to scrape up and down on the tooth. You don't actually glide the floss in and out. Ah, okay. You get the plaque off the front. I never have any plaque buildup or any of that. Whenever I go to the dentist, like, yeah, your teeth are great. You don't have any plaque buildup. You're flossing good. Your gums aren't inflated and all that stuff. Yeah, just don't go biting pistachios, because biting pistachios destroys your teeth. I found out. I was eating some pistachios a long time ago, and I thought I took all the shells off the pistachio. Well, that wasn't the case. When I bit down, you know, when you're biting into something, you're not expecting something hard, and I bit down on a pistachio shell, and it crunched and it chipped my tooth. So I tried to have the doctor fix it, but he did a terrible job and fixed it. And then as soon as I bit into like chicken or something like that, it wasn't even like a hard food. You know, I waited a few days, like he said, and then I started eating normal. Like I was eating my chicken drumstick or something, and the tip, you know, it fell off again. So I didn't want to pay to have him redo it again to just have another fail. So I just didn't bother with it. That sucks. This is the next level of dividend investing. Flossing correct and getting a water pick. I do actually have a water pick, the electric one, the water flosser. It's just really powerful, man. That stuff, it feels like it scrapes your teeth off. Or your gums off. It's like blowing your gums apart. I don't mind the floss. But my son had to get one of his teeth extracted, one of his baby teeth extracted recently because he had cavities on it. It's one of his baby teeth. It should be falling out within the next year or two. And he had a cap put on it because he didn't do a good job flossing and brushing his teeth. So it got infected recently. And you could tell, like my wife saw underneath it, like it was infected. And we had to get it removed right away. So I think like 2 or 3 weeks ago, we took him into the dentist, and one of the dentists just wanted to like charge us just to bring him in and look at it over. And my wife's like, "No, we're not going to do that. We're just going to go talk to another dentist." And we want it extracted, right? We don't want, if your tooth is infected, you don't want it in your mouth for long because that can cause other complications. So, we talked to one doctor, they looked at it on the same day, and then they got it extracted within like a couple hours of visiting them. And it's unfortunate, but my son learned a good lesson that you really need to take care of your teeth. your teeth are your health, and it was a good learning lesson right now because it's your baby teeth. But your teeth are going to be with you from, you know, from your early years until your end years. And even after you're gone, your skeletal system will remain. Your teeth are going to be right there. Right? That's how they know who you are. They just look at your teeth records. That's how they identify you, right? So your teeth are always going to be around in life and in death. And you want to keep really good care of them, because if you don't take care of them, it's not gonna go well. It's gonna affect your health in all different ways you don't know. Oh, I lost my Mark of the Wild. We'll rebuff up here. Rebuff. What about What's that? Rasputin? Rasputin? I don't know what Rasputin. Sounds like food though. You know what I want right now? I want yogurt and raisins. I want a small bowl of raisins with Greek yogurt put in. Mix that around and it's delicious. That's what I would eat right now as a snack. How do you name it from normal to polymorph mob? What? Look at us go. We are almost. We might actually hit level 48 before 12:30. The guy that was influential in Russia back in the day during the World Wars. Oh. I'm not sure of Rasputin. I know Putin, right? That's the current president of Russia. Or I don't know if they call it a president. He's their overlord. I don't know what he's considered. He might be president. But I know he's been in power for a long time, if that's him. Stealthy. Come on, hit him. Hit him, yes. Oh, one more hit. One more big hit. Man. You couldn't have got like one more good big hit. That mess. Oh shoot. Saw me. No, he didn't. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. The Emperor of Russia listened to the guy and did what he said. Ah, okay. Yeah, I had no idea. I haven't heard about that one. Yeah, there's always influence, right? Every guy in power always has additional guys that are like right-hand men. Dude, I love how many procs we're getting. Boom. Oh, resist my thing. And I missed. That's famous is Stalin. Stalin. And those names sound familiar. I'm just not 100% sure on them. They sound familiar. I'm just not sure on the story. No Rasputin, I'm sure. Huh. Yeah, they sound familiar. I'm just terrible with like names and putting people's faces to names. One thing I would like to have is a photogenic memory where I could remember, like I could see things and remember things. That would be a crazy superpower. And there's people out there that have it. Why don't we all have it? Why don't all humans have photogenic memory? Because you wouldn't appreciate the little things? I don't know. If you could remember everything, all memories, would it really be a memory? Or would it just be a moment? I don't know. What makes time, or what makes those moments precious? $11.56. Oh man, nice hits. Next up. Yeah, I guess if you could remember everything that happened to you, past, present, and future.
Hello, brother.
Gamer, hey, what's up, Gamer? Hey, welcome into the stream. How are you doing today? How are you doing? How are you doing? How's your week going so far? Hopefully it is pretty exciting. I'll say that this week was an interesting week.
Have a nice day.
You too, man. If you gotta take off, I do appreciate you popping in, saying hello. Uh-oh, got the feather stag. Do you want to play a game? How about a game of chess? Where they remember everything their whole life, every single detail. Yeah. People have that disease. Oh, it's a disease. Yeah, I think it'd be a really crazy disease though. They remember every detail of their whole life, every single detail. It's a disease. That's crazy. Why would they not want that pass that on, right? If it's a disease, it should be able to be passed on. You could give everybody that disease from birth. I feel like that would be something you could program into DNA. Because they're already doing that. Like, you can design your baby. Have you seen those ads out there? Where, like, you can genetically modify your child to be
But
perfect?
little bit busy in PC cleaning and new Windows install.
Ah, reinstalling Windows? Are you upgrading the Windows 11 now? Bro, that's a curse. I don't know if it'd be a curse. Obviously, like, some things are great to be forgotten, but most people's lives are hopefully more positive than negative, right? You live for the good moments and you kind of, like, forget the bad. I don't think it'd be bad. Everybody would remember their passwords. That'd be crazy. Hey. You'd be the grudge master, the grudge master. Oh no, I just ran into that guy. Oh, he didn't aggro me. Nice. Yeah, but would you really hold grudges if you held on to memories like that? Because everybody would basically hold on to some type of grudge then.
No, I'm install Windows stable version like Windows 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Windows. A stable version. I'm going back to Windows XP, man. I'm gonna go install Windows ME. Windows Millennium. Windows 11 is so buggy. But...
Windows 11 so buggy.
Gotcha. No, one more hit, one more hit. Ah, ha, ha, you got the cast off. Oh no. You Grudge Master. I think if everybody in the world could remember everything, I think the most discussed topic in schools should be forgiveness. Because you have to learn to forgive, otherwise you can't forget. You have to learn to forgive, otherwise you'd hold on to those grudges. So that'd be like something that kids would learn early on. Don't hold on to grudges. Send them a letter, tell them in detail why they hurt you. And then the person that gets the letter be like, okay, yeah, I remember this. I know this guy. I did eat his cookies back in 3rd grade on September 7th of 2:30 in the morning or 2:30 in the afternoon after lunch. This is the kid I beat up to take his Oreo cookies away. Then I ate them right in front of him. And you have 1,000 good memories with a person, but with that curse, it's one bad memory that will haunt you always. But that's why in a society where everybody would have that type of memory, I think it would be really talked about to have forgiveness. And actually have it like be an important thing. Ooh, 12 agility, 13 spirit. Okay, never mind, I have something.
Windows 10 is one of FEV no bug and very happy with Windows 10 no shift to 11.
Yeah, that's a good thing that with Windows 10, you don't have to upgrade. I think I still have an old Windows 7 disk somewhere, but I just don't have Windows 7 anymore. I don't even have a disk drive on my computers anymore. Let's see here. Hopefully it lets people learn from their past mistakes. Yeah. Oops. Oh. Level 20 horde, do trade, gonna pay for service. Dang, I only got these guys down to 70 life. But they're level 47. They're the same level as me. Look at this. We're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bubbles away from 48, guys. We're 5 bubbles away. Crazy.
Windows 8 also good but 10 he stable or bug.
Windows 8? Did you say Windows 8? I never used 8. I went from Windows 7 to 10. I didn't like Windows 8. Windows 8, they tried to get rid of the start menu, and you had to like download some third-party program to get your start menu back eventually. Like in the beginning, I think eventually they made it where all the stuff was back the way it was originally, but damn, I skipped 8. Yeah, I skipped over 8. I went straight from Windows 7 to... I went from Windows 2000... I think it was 2000, and then XP, and then Windows 7, and then Windows 10. We all skip an 11. Yeah, I don't have an 11 on. I don't think... Unless I bought a new computer, I think all my computers that I have are 10. Yeah, I think my kids' computers are 10 too. I bought like the little USB sticks. I have 2 of those, and I think they come preloaded with Windows 10. Because Windows 10 keys are cheap. You can buy a Windows 10
Sorry,
key for
Windows
like
8 is
$4
good but
bucks.
Windows 10 is perfect and performance.
Yeah. Yeah, Windows 10 is just better in general with performance-wise. You can buy a Windows 10 key for $1, $4, something like that. It's really inexpensive. So it's well worth it. Dang, 568 crit claw, and that wasn't even my max. Even my max damage. I remember when I first got a computer, my very first computer was like an Apple something. I remember playing like the Lemonade Stand and the Oregon Trail on it. It was like the green and black screen. And then my dad got this Windows 8.1, I think it was. You know, the old command prompt version of Windows. You had to load this, like the 3x4 quarter floppy disks, not like the big floppy disk, but like the I think it was like 3 1/4 floppy disk. And if I wanted to load like a game like Wolfenstein, I'd have to load a few of those into my game to install it. Well, that was probably long after the other one. I remember playing SimCity 2000, like the original SimCity, then SimCity 2000. I remember growing up playing Wolfenstein on my computer. Hey, we got a new high. Ferocious Bite crit 895. That might be my highest crit so far. I know I played Doom back in the day. Doom.
I think Windows 10 install 2-3 years the maintenance and good for system all virus microbe clean.
Yeah, you can always use the default antivirus, like you use Windows Defender as your default antivirus, or do you use like something else? Yeah, Wolfenstein was a great game back in the past. I played a lot of Duke Nukem, like the original Duke Nukem, Wolfenstein, Doom, so many different games. I think tomorrow I'm gonna go get the I'm gonna try playing some of the classics now that I kind of think about it. Kind of got the itch to play some of the old Super Nintendo games that I have on the Super Nintendo Classic. About to go find that and plug that up. I think it's in my son's room. Gonna go connect it to the living room. I bought this thing for my son. Where is it?
Wolf is good game like COD.
Oh, Call of Duty. I never played Call of Duty. I bought this thing for my son a long time ago. See that? It's supposed to be like a replica, kind of like a replica Game Boy, but
your Windows version.
Wiped out yours. Wolf is a good game like COD. Your Windows version. I'm using Windows 10. Yeah, I'm using Windows 10 on my current computer. I was trying to fix this thing because it wiped all the games out of it. There. So I bought this like a fake Game Boy kind of thing because we go on road trips a lot and he doesn't have a phone in the car. So I thought, you know, whenever I was a kid and I was traveling somewhere like left to right, you know, in the car for a long time, I had my Game Boy, my original Game Boy back in the past, playing Kirby or Super Mario Land or something. Is that a mod retro? Yeah, it's not a mod retro. It's like it's a cheaper version. It's not even like a mod retro. I think the mod retros are like 60 bucks. This thing is an X6. Where is it? Right there. It's an X6. So the X6s
your
are
son
like
console.
Your son's console? We don't have consoles. Besides the Super Nintendo Classic, we don't have anything beyond that. My son and me both, we mostly just play computer games. Do you know who Lucky Palmer is? No, I don't know Lucky Palmer. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Lucky Palmer. Not familiar. Isn't it funny this dude is making drones that kill people while also making Game Boys? I did not know that. That's crazy. Yeah, the wars overseas are being fought with tons and tons of drones. I was watching the video. of how they have like the fiber line, like all of the cortex is running through this little line. So now overseas they have like these fields where it's nothing but this, these like
All exclusive coming to PC God of War 4 RAG or Last of Us No buy console.
all exclusives are coming to PC God of War. Yeah, consoles are such a ripoff, man. You pay so much money just for the console. Hundreds of dollars to get this piece of equipment that is not even a fourth of the power of a computer, and you're paying almost PC prices, and then it doesn't even come with any games. You gotta still buy an $80 game that you don't even own. You're just licensing that $80 game from a company. They can just be like, hey, you know what, your Switch, you modded it, you don't get access to your Switch anymore, we're gonna shut you off. Also, your games that you bought, we're offline right now, you can't access your games, your game library, so we're sorry, you have to try back later. I don't like that. I like having full control of what's installed on my computer. Like, once it's installed on my computer, it's mine. If I want to try a game, I'm not gonna say like I won't. I'll try games. Like, there's so many free games these days on Epic and Steam and other websites. Like, you get so many AAA games from these places. Like, I just picked up another really good game recently. I'm still looking forward to what Epic's gonna give out. Epic's gonna be going into their 12 days of free games.
You play crack games or real?
I play a bit, mostly real games, but I get them for free. Obviously, as you can see here, I'm playing a cracked version of WoW, essentially. I played WoW in the past. I paid years of WoW. I played WoW since 2004 all the way up until 2013. And then 2013, like 2012, 2013 was like Mists of Pandaria. I got disinterested and I quit playing World of Warcraft. I moved back to the States in 2013. And then my son was born in 2015. And I didn't play World of Warcraft at all during that time period. And then in 2018, 2019, whenever WoWClassic came out, that's when I started playing it again. They went back to the classics. Like, I really enjoy this version of WoW. It's really basic, it's really calming. Did you ever play Unreal Tournament? No, I never played Unreal Tournament. That was like an Xbox or Nintendo 64 game, right? I don't know if it was like more Xboxy or Nintendo 64. But when I was growing up, I had a PlayStation and a PlayStation 2. I think I got the PlayStation 2 while I was in the military, and then my wife spilled tea on it and she broke it. And then after that, I never got another system again. I was like, you know what? I married my wife. I'm not gonna have.
But crack
any
games
more.
perform good. No Steam service open and FPS more.
Crack games perform good. No Steam service open. Free to play. Oh, first person shooter. Yeah, I never played very many first person shooters. Growing up, I played GoldenEye, 007 GoldenEye, right? We all picked the, we had proximity mine battles, we had the odd job. We had the rule, nobody could pick odd job. We had different, like, we played with the golden gun rules, we played with the proximity mines and just blowing each other up. And then I played Perfect Dark back on the Nintendo 64. So those are like my only two first-person shooter games that I really played. Was GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. After that, I never played many more. Oh no, I had Time Shifters or Time... Something on the PlayStation 2 was called Time Wars or something. And it was an online game. That was really cool. Back in the past, like PlayStation had like these. Oh, my inventory's. So I remember when the PlayStation 2 originally got on the internet, and you could like hop online and talk to other people. And that was kind of a big change there, because now you could hop online and play with other players online. Doom Classic is a good. Oh yeah. I guess Doom Classic and Wolfenstein and Duke Nukem. Those are
Doom
considered
Classic is
first.
good FPS.
Yeah, those are considered first-person shooters. Yeah, I did play Wolfenstein, Doom, and Duke Nukem. But console-wise, I played GoldenEye uh, and Perfect Dark. And I remember my buddy and I would always try and beat all the secrets to Perfect Dark to unlock like everything. Same thing with GoldenEye. If you beat specific levels in a certain amount of time, you could unlock different bonuses and like different game modes and beat everything on the game. Let's see, did you ever play Unreal Engine? No, I got that question. PC mainly? Yeah, PC. I'm a PC guy. I like having my PC. Everything is on my PC. You know. And Frito, hey, welcome into the stream, Frito.
PS2 my FEV and now I PC player. I love my PC and you think about. How is going?
It is going well. It is going well. We're almost level 48. Yeah, welcome into the stream. Appreciate you popping in. Do you play any World of Warcraft? Do you play any normal like World of Warcraft? Do you play hardcore? Ooh, someone's here. I see that somebody else has joined me. There's a paladin over here. There's a paladin. We have 2 bubbles to get to level 48. This paladin is going to disrupt my kill speed.
I played but my PC has some issues.
Oh, you tried playing it before, but PC got issues. This is a really older game. Did you try and play retail, or were you playing classic World of Warcraft? Okay, he's leaving. He's leaving this place. This place is back to being just me once again. If you play Turtle, like the old version of World of Warcraft, I'm pretty sure your computer should be able to handle it, because it's an older game. It doesn't have much in terms of requirements. Oh.
BTW, you are new on Twitch.
By the way, are you new? You are new on Twitch? No, I've been on Twitch for a while. I just started once again back in about June. I started streaming again more full time. But I spent between 2020 2022 streaming often on
How
Twitch.
much cold your city?
How much cold is my city? It's actually not that cold. It's actually pretty it's pretty nice during the day. It is oops, shoot, it's still alive. It's 52 degrees outside and raining. It's about what, 31 Fahrenheit? Is that? I think that's Fahrenheit. 31. 32 is freezing, so it's not free. Oh wait, no, that's Celsius. That would be 0.
Where you live?
I live on the West Coast. Los Sabo? How cold is your city? Yeah, but it's not that cold outside. It's 50 degrees outside, which is actually not that cold.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I live on the West Coast. So it is 12:20 in the morning right now. I'm going to be heading to bed here shortly. I have 2 more bubbles of experience, which is about 10 minutes of playtime. I'm hoping that I can get level 48. And then we're going to skedazzle. I'm going to be heading back to Feather Moon. Oh shoot, I have no more tents. here.
You know what is else is nice.
Can you speak Spanish? I can speak some
25
Spanish.
degree in India, Bhopal city.
I can understand Spanish more than I can speak it.
You are too sweet and nice.
You are too. What? 25 degrees in India. Holy cow. That's pretty cold. Is that Fahrenheit or Celsius? I feel like that might be Celsius. Is it 25 Fahrenheit or 25 Celsius? Because I'm feeling like isn't it pretty warm in India this time of the year? Because or is it Fahrenheit? I'm not sure what their system is. Face blue smiling. He's got the emojis. Oh, yeah, actually. Oh, okay, cat form.
Hey, you are good gamer.
I tried to be, but how difficult is gaming really, right? Gaming is only as hard as the game that you're playing. And this game isn't like, it's fun and challenging, but it's not like excessively crazy. Like, I've watched some games that I could not play. They would absolutely freak me out. You know the games where you have to climb up these buildings like skyscrapers and jump and try and make these crazy jumps, otherwise you're gonna fall hundreds of feet down to the ground and lose your positioning? Oh, it's
25
Celsius.
C in India, Bhopal city.
Ah, okay, 25 Celsius, okay. So it's 77 degrees, okay. Yeah, in where I'm at, it's 12 Celsius. So it's 12 Celsius right now, but it's nighttime. It's midnight right now, it's 12 Celsius, or about 52 degrees outside. I'm not gonna be able to kill this guy. Not gonna be able to kill him. But if you have any questions for me, definitely drop it into the chat. Right now we're playing hardcore World of Warcraft. We're playing over on Turtle.
Morning 1 p.m.
Morning 1 p.m. 1 p.m. is afternoon. Yeah, for me it's 12:30 in the morning. But India is, what, 13 hours ahead of me? So you said morning, oh, it's afternoon. Afternoon, 1 p.m. So you are about 12, 13 hours ahead of me. Not quite. Yeah, when I lived in Japan, I think Japan was 16 hours ahead of where I live. It was basically the whole next day. I lived in the future. Oh, come on, one more hit. Ah, dang it. Let's do a quick heal. And fine. I like, I'm not great at Spanish. Like, I can understand Spanish, I can get my point across ish, but man, have you read The Art of War? I have read that a long time ago. I could not tell you specifics about it anymore. It's been such a long time. That's an old book. I think we read that in high school. Oh, that's gonna trigger the other one. Got him. And it's a meme. Have you read The Art of War? It's a meme. Upgrade your PC any dream. I won't be updating my PC anytime in a while.
You
RAM
upgrade
is so
your PC
expensive.
any dream.
No. I won't be upgrading my computer anytime soon. My computer is probably about 5 years old. It's not like terrible. I don't think I could even show it on stream because it's like, let me see if it even captures it on the camera. Oh no, it doesn't even capture it. Let me see. No, it doesn't even. It just looks like a dark invisible thing. Oh no, there it goes. Oh, there it is. It's my computer right there, or my coffee cup and my computer. Alright, Uchi, I gotta go. Get out of here, bro. I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, take it easy. Take it easy, San Diego.
Where
I do
you
appreciate
go?
you popping in. Oh, yeah. When I was moving the camera around trying to get my computer. Oh shoot, I'm in human form. I'm a human. Yeah, we're gonna be logging off here in about the next 10 to 15 minutes. I'm gonna be heading to bed. I just want to get level 48, which is gonna happen here any minute. Any minute it's level 48. We need to kill 8 more bad guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna level 8. We're gonna level 48 right there.
Your PC good.
Yeah, I have a good PC, and I'm not playing any crazy games. So I have 32 gigs of RAM. I have a solid state drive that is my operating system. I have 4 terabytes on my other storage, like for storage. I load my software and my, like all my software is loaded on one of my 2 terabyte drives. All my documents and like stuff that I want to keep is on my other 2 terabyte drive. My operating system
Look
runs
like
off
my
my
PC.
solid state. Looks like your PC. Yeah, I have a good computer. I put it together. Oh, cool. There you go. And do you like? Oh
Do
man,
think about
Indian
India food.
Yes, I love Indian food. When I lived in Japan, there was an amazing Indian place down the street. They had all sorts of different stuff. They had all sorts of Indian stuff. I like lamb. I like different stuff. Chicken, lamb, or always go with like different curries. There's the rice, the yogurt that would give you like the dessert yogurt. I can't think of any of their names. Macro add on super macros or
You try.
yeah, I've tried lots of Indian food. I like Indian food, I like Thai food. Those are my preferred foods. Tomorrow I'm gonna make Thai food for lunch. Or Thai food for dinner actually. Macro. Where's my World of Warcraft stuff? add-ons.
Pani Puri won my FEV.
Pani Puri is one of my favorite. I don't know their names off the top of my head. Oh, that looks like a dessert. Oh, this is gonna be my last guy right here. And there we hit. King 48. Logged on at 46. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're gonna teleport to get 48. No, the Pon Puri looks really good. Water and stuffing, spice up curry. What's the like a spiced in rice bowl. Oh. Kinda actually. I shouldn't be looking at food because I am actually really hungry. I ate really early today. I ate around 4.
Water bowl in American language.
Got all the curries are really popular, obviously. The naans, yeah, the naans are always good. But I'm trying to think. I used to always buy like this specific rice. It's like this yellow rice, and it was really spicy. It tasted like really good, like a lot of different spices. So when you ate into the rice and the chicken and the combination of all the spices, like it just kind of helped. And then they gave you like a little plate with like naan, but it had different types of naan. They had the plain, the garlic. They had other kind that they made custom there in the shop. But it was just really popular, and it was really close to where I lived before. I could just walk to it. Water boil in American language. Pani Puri is one of my favorites. Okay, let's go ahead and train.
Biryani.
Oh yeah, biryani. Yes. I'm gonna Google that. I'm gonna Google that. I want to make that at home. Yeah, biryani with chicken, and then I got the yogurt. They had this really good yogurt dessert that I would get afterwards. Or maybe it was the rice pudding. I don't know if it was the rice pudding or yogurt, but it tasted really good. Okay, let's go ahead and get... What's the difference here? What's the difference between this and this? I don't know what the difference is. What's the difference in nature's grasps? I don't know. I'm not gonna question. I'm just gonna get it. Don't know. But I will. A claw rank 4. Tiger's Fury rank. Ferocious bite. Max is 315, 339. 330. Okay. That's a big difference in damage. Got a new. Okay, I think we're good here. Okay, so I did get a brand new angling.
I love Momo or blueberry cake.
Momo or blueberry cake? Blueberry cake is that's always good. Blueberry cake is always good. I like strawberry, blueberry, and apple. Those are my favorite ones, or pies too. Okay, so I got entangling and put nature's grasp. Then we have claw, tiger fear. I think tiger fear and claw probably already, yeah, they already leveled up themselves. We're gonna automatically do more damage with her claw and tiger fury. Ferocious bite rank 4 automatically updates as well, and regrowth. Growth rank 7. Okay, that is all the new stuff that we trained. And we can put a point into Heart of the Wild right here. Good to go. At level 51, we're going to get Leader of the Pack. And then 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, we'll get Furrer. That's going to leave me with 57, 58, 59, 60. That's going to leave me with 4 points. 4 points to use. What would I do with 4 points? Reduces threat generated by your spells. Nah. This is pretty nice for solo play, but I'm not gonna be hardcore at 60, so nature's focus is not gonna be like a big thing. 15 times 5, 30, 60, like 75% chance almost. Oh yeah, we hit our level 48, so I'm going to reset that clock. We don't need that. We're going to go ahead and land here. Go ahead and fly to Darkshore. As we get to level 42, we can begin to do some BRD. So level 52 and higher, we can start doing some BRD dungeon. Okay. The boat just left. Okay. I really should go do this quest over here. I'm gonna go run over there real quick. We got time. The boat just left. So I might be able to get over here and get back before the boat. No, I don't want to do that right now. I have any of this in my bags. Bags, not in my bank. Okay. Yeah. I love Thai food, Indian food those are my two favorite because of the flavors. The flavor of food is the best, right? like people love they say that they like burgers, they like hot dogs and stuff like that, but there's no flavor there. It's just meat
By
that
the
you're
light
biting
of the
into that's like
moon.
salt and pepper and some spices. But when you're biting into like Thai food, you get the combination of like the depends on like what you're buying. I like eating like the cashew chicken or even like Japanese food as well. Has a lot of really good flavor to it. I like eating. I like food and I'm hungry and it's nighttime. It's 12. It's almost 1 in the morning. I really should do this tomorrow. Yeah, I think I will have to do tomorrow. But I need to do tonight. I don't have time tomorrow in the morning. I'm gonna get up and go to school. Yeah, there. Oh, it felt weird. That's. Dude, was I making ragged leather? That was a wrong one. I didn't want that one. Luckily, I think I only made 4 rugged leather. Yeah, we're going to be winding down, guys. That's going to be the end of the stream. If anybody has any last minute questions, definitely drop them to the chat. But I'm going to be logging off here. All I'm going to be doing is heading over to Stormwind. I'm going to go ahead and place my character outside of Stormwind at the tents. And then I'm going to go ahead and run a command that's going to close my WoW executable in about 15 minutes. That way I could just leave my computer as it is, walk away. In 15 minutes, when that timer hits 0, all it does is it closes down my World of Warcraft. It's just a close while bat executable that 60 times 15, 60 seconds times 15, 900 seconds. So my time is 900, no break. It'll remote kill the specific program, task kill, wild.exe, and then that's it. Save, exit. Yeah, my little executables, my batch files. Dude, how's he look so buffed up? On. Oh, that. Uldamon, Digmaster, Shovel Flash, rare, 10%. Is that new? Oh man, see where it comes from. So this is a 5 agility, stamina, 7 access. Wow, that's a nice helmet. Like for rogues and warriors even, right? Plus 7 to access is. Oh, they're selling it. Robbed. Is there anything good? Oh yeah, I have this Old Town quest. I've never heard of Momo Cake. I'll have to look that one up. But look at us. We have made it to level 8. I could technically... What is it? Oh, greater winner. I'm not gonna... That's a good way to die. Can you imagine dying on hardcore to level 48? I add that to my friends list so I can hit level 50. Level 42. Oh wow, Win is already 29. Jeez. Yeah, he's gonna. He might. He. I don't. Oh my God. Ted. No. Okay, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I appreciate everyone tuning in, hanging out, and joining in on the fun. Big shout out to Sandingo, Win, Gamer High, who kept the chat really live tonight. So big shout out to you guys. I do appreciate everyone tuning in, hanging out. The few lurkers that are out there, I definitely appreciate everyone that is out there lurking. Lurk away. I do always appreciate that. If you do have any comments or questions, all my videos are uploaded to YouTube immediately after the stream. So if you're trying to play World of Warcraft, trying to find a guide, I played Alliance and Horde 1 to 60 on both Horde and Alliance with questing and routes and everything. So if you're looking for that kind of a path, check out my playlist over on YouTube. And that is pretty much it for today's spiel. I do appreciate everyone tuning in and hanging out, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow in the morning. Okay, that's it. Bye bye.